Welcome, Sagittarius and Sagittarius cross-watchers, to your reading for this week. So we do have the Three of Wands here for what's in the center of the reading. Sag, it feels like you're actually, I almost want to say in your own little world, but it's like there's no negative connotation or you're trying to escape. It just feels like it's almost like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but you're already at that light, if that makes sense. Can we get what was going on? Whoops. What brought Sag to this place? Wow. The Two of Wands. So interesting. It's it's not common to get them successive or in chronological order or whatever the word would be. Sag, it feels like there was some real sacrifice made on your part for whatever this is. And I feel like it's almost like there were times where you missed out on doing, I mean, that's the definition of sacrifice, right? Missing out on doing things that you really wanted to do for the sake of something. And I feel like it's almost like there's this energy of whatever you were sacrificing for, whatever goal you had, I feel like there wasn't a guarantee that it was going to happen. But it's almost this energy of you in that moment that like you're worth it to yourself to do it, if that makes sense. And I feel like it's almost this like this feeling of being incredibly powerful, but it's not, sometimes, sometimes when people get angry, they feel, not that you do, right? But there's a certain feeling of power, but it's empty. It's like a quiet, powerful, it's almost like have you ever heard the still waters run deep, right? So it's like, it's calm on the surface, but there's this incredible current running that is just beneath the surface. And I feel like it's something that is really private to you. I feel like it's something that people won't know. Maybe not anybody for some time, but whatever it is, it's this feeling of like triumph. I also feel like there's a certain reward. You know what I mean? It's like whatever goal you were working for, you set that you're going to get this reward. And I feel like whatever reward it is, you have it. And it's almost like, and I want to say like nobody knows how important and powerful that is to you. What's supporting Sag right now? Lots of fire energy. Oh my gosh. So the Strength card, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. Strength is the Leo card. I feel like it's almost like you seem to have come to a place where you understand that there's a time to be, human, and there's a time to let a different side of yourself out. I feel like you've mastered yourself here. It's almost like in acting as a lamb, you've been able to make lion moves, and the fact that you've done it in secret it's almost like you're kind of giggling to yourself about it. It's not like, you've taken something from somebody. That's not your style. It's that you achieved something for you. And it feels like it's something that either people told you could never do, or you said that to yourself. And that's why there's this quiet, almost dignity. It feels like you're standing up a little taller, your head's held high. You know what I mean? It's like there's this confidence in you that people might see, and they're kind of wondering why you're so friggin' happy. Not realizing, I mean, it feels like it was a very personal journey. So, what does Sag not know about that's kind of over? Please let me know if the shuffling is a bit loud. I've been experimenting with different ways to kind of record the audio, because I know that's a pretty important piece. So we have the Seven of Wands, again, more fire, with the Five of Cups. what it kind of feels like is that there, I mean, obviously there was a loss here, right? That's what the Five of Cups talks about. But I feel like whatever you did here to make this happen, achieve this goal, it's almost like you insulated yourself somehow from it. It was a necessary kind of carving off. And I feel like it's almost like in the moment when you had to carve it off, when you felt compelled to do so, maybe it's almost like the expectation was that it would have been painful, but because it was a choice of you choosing yourself over whatever that was, it wasn't. It felt very freeing instead. It felt like liberating. It's almost like, sometimes when you have a really difficult decision to make, actually putting that decision into action or taking the steps to make it happen isn't the hard part. It's getting to the point where you are okay with making the decision, right? With having the decision, like, I'm not explaining that well. It's getting to the point where you are firm and, how do I say this? You know that it's what you want to do and you're okay with wanting to do it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like coming to peace with the decision that you make. And then once you made it, it was like, you didn't even have to slice it off. Whatever it is just fell out of the way. You may have had to slice it off, but it was that effortless. And I feel like if ever there are people that are like, I almost want to say like society tries to make you feel guilty. I don't think that really ever comes internal. You know what I mean? Like there isn't an internal sense of guilt because you made your peace with it before you made the decision. But if ever anybody tries to guilt you, it's almost like this little flag pops up and it kind of follows them around wherever they go. Like it's a video game, right? And it's this red flag that like, this one is to be watched. This one is not on your team. And it's not the cards telling you that. It's not me telling you that. That's what you're seeing. You know what I mean? It's almost like you're seeing it through the filter of who's got a green flag and who's got a red flag. So we're going to pull one more card for what you have to look forward to. You know, it's so strange. I wasn't even going to do readings today. I'm going to clean my house. But I just kind of felt like, here we go. So, Justice, we have the Woo, and then we have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So Justice, of course, that's that Libra card, right? About karma and things balancing themselves out. Oh, wow. Look at this. So I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like the future is a little ambiguous, okay? It doesn't feel like everything's going to be sunshine and lollipops from here on out. I mean, that wouldn't be realistic even if I did say it, right? It actually feels more like there's going to be some sort of connection that this is just what I'm seeing, okay? So take from it what you will. It's almost like there's going to be an element of fakeness to it. And I know, especially for Saggies, and, anybody that holds truth very in high esteem, this may be difficult to hear, but it's almost like you're playing a chess match. And there is a certain amount of wisdom or insight that this person has to offer. But I feel like there are certain things that this person says that like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. And then there's other things that make you really discount a lot of what this person says. I feel like there is a side to them that is not healthy. It's almost like that this person is the kind of person that if you give them a shot to take you down, they will. And it's almost like there's no remorse, they don't feel bad. It's that, if ever you've seen that, where they have like I don't know if it's a meme, but it's got like good chaotic, bad chaotic, neutral chaotic. You know what I mean? Like that thing. If I can find it, I'll try to remember to post it on the community section. But it's almost like this person is the definition of neutral, right? And I feel like this person can be very swift and severe at times. And it's almost like, and when they get to that place, they feel very justified in doing so. It's almost like, you know how the cards were talking about how you had to kind of shave something off here and didn't feel guilty once you made the decision of it? It's similar to that, but let me finish. You still have some sort of moral code that you're following. I feel like this person might not have that. You know what I mean? It's like, whereas you would be doing this or that for yourself, or to do like this or to do that, right? There's a purpose behind it. And the goal isn't to hurt anybody. And if avoidable, then of course you'll do that. But I feel like this person doesn't have that same moral compass. And I feel like you're going to see that really, really quickly. I feel like you might even be able to pick up, I'm just seeing 11:11. I feel like you might even be able to pick up on what day they've got that red flag and what day they've got the green flag. And I feel like there actually are, and it's not like you're going to avoid them on the red flag days. I feel like there's also going to be wisdom in that. I feel like this person's going to be extremely drawn in by you because you don't run from the red flag part. It's not like you're confiding everything in them and you're, putting yourself at risk or anything. But it's like there's a certain level of respect for you listen, it doesn't mean that this person won't be ruthless with you if they so choose, but it does feel like there is a certain level of respect that this person develops for you. It just feels like they still may actually, even when they have the green flag, they may be a little bit patronizing or condescending to you. And I feel like you actually may prefer the red flag version of them because that's the one that's honest about their intentions. And I feel like that's the one that you seem to be able to connect with better. Hold on. Simply because that's the version of them that you know where you stand. And that's the version of them that you can respect. I feel like the nicer version of them you get along with and blah, blah, blah. But it's this one that feels like the version of them that you can actually learn something from. Because they're not afraid to tell it how they see it, even if it is maybe not, even if it is wrong. So I think I'll leave it there, Sag. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, subscribe. It does help to keep the channel going. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Much love. Bye.